Explaining because I was told that Ozempic will go hand in hand with BBL. And those that I'm seeing at work who did the BBL, they also use Ozempic. So for me, from my boyfriend, I only ask for Ozempic. Unlike those that ask for BBL.
I've just been cautioned by Commissioner Kumalo not to mention what BBL stands for.
Yes, yes.
In fairness, Chair, the Brazilian butt lift, for those who don't know, if we're mentioning all of these names, let's mention all of these medical terms. I suppose my difficulty, Brigadier, is that you seem to be wanting to imply something to the Commission, or I might be reading into what you're saying. Because you're saying, I only asked my boyfriend for Ozempic, while others have asked for BBLs. Can you be direct with this Commission, whether you're trying to tell us something or nothing at all, and then we can move past the BBL part of it?
No, I'm just talking about Ozempic and BBL.
Is BBL too expensive, perhaps? So what you are saying is you ask for something that costs only 4,500 rand for 3.
I think if I will have asked him for BBL, he was going to finance it. I don't think he will have a problem in financing the BBL.
But is it more expensive than the Ozempic?
Commissioner, you must budget around 80,000 for BBL.
All right. Now I get the significance of the distinction you are seeking to draw. All right.
Brigadier, is Chair right that the distinction you're seeking to draw is that you are asking for something cheap? Okay. Or affordable, rather. Let me not say cheap.
Yes.
Brigadier, is it not also that you are indirectly responding to an allegation that was made in another forum? Why are you mentioning BBL in the context of this conversation?
I am indirectly responding to that. And the social media post that I saw yesterday when I was reading on Matlala, when it was said, she's the one with the BBL. So I'm just saying, no, I did not get the BBL. But they know there's someone who got the BBL in SAPS. Hence those comments. Now they are trying to put the face to this BBL person. So it's not this one.
But you know who it is.
I'm under oath.
Yes, Ms. Poe.
So can I just, Brigadier, you say they had a pharmacy where they got it. So what you're telling us is, or at least my understanding, is that Mr. Matlala and whatever contact he was using here, who says it's pricey at 4,500, they had a particular chemist which supplied them with Ozempic when they wanted it.
I think so, Commissioner.
Okay. And you've agreed that it is a prescription drug.
Yes. And I had a prescription with me.
You had a prescription?
Yes.
You would be able to give Ms. Bowe the details of that prescription. And let me tell you why I'm asking. It's because when I read these messages, they raised a concern that here you have a police officer, being you, who is in fact not only looking the other way, but in fact like instigating a civilian to do something that the law doesn't allow, to get prescription medication without a prescription, right? That was my concern on reading these. You have upfront said you had a prescription, and I want to ask that you provide Ms. Bowe with the particulars of that in whatever form, but you would have sent it to Mr. Matlala somehow, right?
Yeah.
But I'm sure someone has got a record. Whoever wrote you that prescription would have a record that they've prescribed it to you. And it is important because you're under oath and we've been giving you a hard time, saying to you, it's improbable, we don't believe this and that and that. And this is one of those areas that I must, in fairness to you, say that I am cynical about your saying you had a prescription. And I wouldn't want to say you were being untruthful about it if you say you had a prescription. But I would like to verify, to be able to say she did provide us with something close to evidence that shows that indeed she had a prescription. Because if you didn't have a prescription, as I've already said, we would have to comment about the conduct of a police officer where someone is breaking the law and they are part of it and they do nothing about it.
Okay. No, I'll go and check, Commissioner. I'm not sure if this one, because I gave it to them, I'm not sure if they still have it, but I know on the other follow-ups, I'll just check.
I think if you can't find this one, the proof of subsequent one will give us context about this.
We'll do that.
Thank you.
Brigadier, is Leandre somebody within the SEPs? Just look at the second WhatsApp, the one that mentions the price.
What I'm suspecting on the second message, I think when I said my Ozempic, he communicated with Mike. That's what I'm suspecting. That maybe perhaps he communicated with Mike and Mike says it's hectic pricey, he gave it to Leandre. I don't know who's Leandre.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a forwarded message because from my side it was showing it was forwarded.
But on the face of it, that forwarded message seems to suggest that they were involved in the activity of getting Ozempic for people and supplying it to people. I'm not saying you know that, but I'm saying this message suggests that where he says, I just gave Leandre his today. So whoever wrote this message seems to have been involved in the activity of procuring and supplying Ozempic for people, which without, as we've agreed, without a prescription, they are breaking the law. You're nodding. Say yes for the record, please.
Yes, Commissioner.
All right, thank you.
Brigadier, just to complete this, that the price of it would have then been covered by Mr. Matlala as your boyfriend, or is it Medicare?
The what? Sorry.
The price. Remember, in your response, you indicated that you meant Medicare had a relationship with the farmers and they could get the medication. You suspect that it's Mr. Van Beek who responds and says it's priced, it's 4,500. I'm just asking that, would this then be covered by Mr. Matlala as your boyfriend or Medicare?
That will be him as a boyfriend.
Okay, thank you. Then, Brigadier, now we move to the following day. There is one, you call Mr. Matlala at 8:14 and he returns a call at 8:19. You then say to him, please call, I want to test my phone, and then he gives you a call at 9:38. Was there something wrong with your phone on that day?
I remember we spoke about the WhatsApp. When someone was calling me, it was saying waiting for others. So I wanted to test if it's still showing the waiting for others.
All right, thank you. We're going to move to the voice note that you then sent to Mr. Matlala at 10:12. I'm just going to ask that we play that. And while we are going to play it, this is addressed at paragraph 33 of your statement.
Re tsena meeting hona banong nkarabe ke kgone ho itse hore direction e ko bolellang ka yona ko meeting e nkisa kae.
Brigadier, can you, oh wait, before, should we replay it? Yes, please can we replay it?
Re tsena meeting hona banong nkarabe ke kgone ho itse hore direction e ko bolellang ka yona ko meeting e nkisa kae.
Brigadier, can you explain to the Commission what you were saying in that voice note?
On
Perhaps maybe just a translation of what you said before you deal with your explanation.
just what? Sorry.
A translation of what you said on the voice note before you deal with the explanation, because I saw you looking on
Okay.
the date.
I was saying I'm going to attend a meeting. He must just tell me so that I know what direction will I be discussing in the meeting. It's a direct translation.
Direct translation. And in your explanation, you say that in the meeting, there was going to be a discussion about outstanding authorizations, and you wanted clarity from him because there were outstanding authorizations, right?
That's correct.
Can you explain